What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. So, today we are talking about parental rights. And I just found a news article that I would love to share with you guys because in these times, I think any kind of win, it brightens my day. It makes me believe, have more faith in humanity, right? It's like, thankfully, my faith is restored in humanity where parents don't have to fight so hard for their children and to have rights with their children. They are our children. I'm like, come on, yo. All right. So today I got a news article. It's American Action News, I believe it is. Yes, American Action News. And apparently now parents may sue schools over these woke uh, transitions, right? These gender transitions that are hidden. We've done a story here on my channel where a teacher was fired for telling the truth. That was California. I don't particularly know where this is because I didn't get to read it yet. I'll read it with you guys and we can look at it together and see where this is. It should be a federal law. It should be everywhere, in my humble opinion. All right, y'all. Parents can now sue woke schools over gender transition. Let's see. In a win for parents' rights, parents would be able to sue if school officials hide gender transition. I'm going to blow up this screen just a little bit so you guys can actually see it and read it yourselves. U.S. Senators Tom Cotton from Arkansas, Cindy Hyde Smith from Massachusetts, I think that is Mississippi, I don't know. Mike Braun, Indiana, Rick Scott from Florida, I like Rick Scott, have introduced the Empower Parents to Protect Their Kids Act. Ooh, I like that. The Empower Parents to Protect Their Kids Act. Of course, we're going to get some blowback from, I'm sure, the left, saying that it's the another don't say gay bill or something to that effect, but I doubt it. All right. So, as I am noticing a trend here, all Republicans, where are the Democrats in this? I would like to see Democrats and Republicans working together on this because these are our children. We have rights. So many times we're just going to have to homeschool our kids because if they don't shape up, we're going to ship out with our children. Okay, so which prevents elementary, middle, and high schools from encouraging or assisting a child in gender transition without informing parents. Now, that shouldn't even be a thing, y'all. Sorry, not sorry. Congressman Jim Banks, a Republican from Indiana, introduced companion legislation in the House. Again, I would like to see Republicans and Democrats together working because these are our children. These government officials aren't with our children. They don't know our children. These school officials, they're only with our children if we allow them to be. So if we're trusting our children with you, why aren't you protecting them? Why are you lying to us? Not okay. Schools should, if passed, sorry, you guys, if passed, parents could sue schools that hide or withhold information about their child's transition. You know, you guys, children are far too young to make those types of decisions, right? Those, uh, they're, I get so choked up about this and just so baffled because how did we get here is what I'd like to know. Like, how is this even a thing? Schools should never be allowed to impose radical, harmful ideologies on children, especially without parents' knowledge and consent. My bill, now this is from, I believe, Tom Cotton, or if this is Jim Banks. They're all Republicans. And it's a shame that Democrats aren't on board because I think this is the type of thing that would cost Democrats the vote. You have to protect children and they are the future. They are the bread and butter of our country after we're gone, right? So why not protect them? Come on now. It should be a no-brainer, y'all. Okay, so here he says they should never be allowed to impose, schools should never be allowed to impose radical, harmful ideologies on children, especially without parents' knowledge and consent. My bill will protect students and ensure that parents are in control of their children's educations. Schools must remain institutions of education. Let's repeat that. Schools must remain institutions of education, not indoctrination camps where minors are manipulated and brainwashed, said Tom Cotton. School is where children go to learn math, history, science, not to learn about woke gender ideology. That is so true. The three R's, the writing, the arithmetic, the the skills that they would need to possess to get a college education, to get a degree, uh, I don't think if you're going to teach a child gender ideologies, what is that going to do to them when they want a career in, let's say, the medical field? You need to learn algebra, calculus, all kinds of hardcore studies and subjects, that give you the knowledge, the tools, the power to gain successful employment. That is the whole point of schooling, to get a good education to further and make them successful lawyers. They have to study law. Gender ideology and these woke ideologies, if you want to be an activist for that, that's fine, but do that on your own time. That's a hobby. This is your education, this is your future. Okay. No parent should have to worry about a school teacher or administrator coaching their child to gender transition. My bill protects parental rights and ensures federally funded schools are not laboratories for the left's radical agenda, said Banks. 100%. Then you know what? Don't give them funding. Don't. This is where parents need to take their children out. Take your children out of and start homeschooling them, because if they're not going to adapt to this, to getting back to being institutions of education, then you don't get our children, because I'm literally teetering on that verge. Thankfully, in my area, I have a Republican governor. It doesn't go on here, thankfully. And yet, if it ever does, I will 100% pull my child out of public schools and say, guess what? You don't get to do that. And I am probably about 80% there, to where I'm going to favor homeschooling over public education. And that is because of their actions, not mine. I would rather have my child miss out on socializing and having friends than have him indoctrinated by this woke radical agenda. According to a statement from Cotton, the Empower Parents to Protect Their Kids Act would make sure schools receive parental consent. That's a big word here, you guys. Excuse me. Parental consent before facilitating. I'm sorry, guys. I have bad dyslexia. I'm sorry. They would have to receive parental consent before facilitating a student's gender transition in any way. Ensure schools do not withhold information from parents or coerce students to withhold information from their parents about their purported, see, I don't even know that word, gender identity. To coerce a child to say, let's keep secrets, is not okay. Okay. That's just bottom line. Let's keep secrets from your parents. Then what else are you asking our children to keep secret? Makes me wonder. It makes me lose trust in the school system. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Ensure schools do not pressure parents or students to proceed with a gender transition. Dr. Marcy Bowers on the WPATH video even stated that boys given puberty blockers in Tanner stage 2 have zero sexual function whatsoever. That means they'll never experience sexual pleasure at all. They will not get to experience that because they have no sexual function. That's bad. Puberty blockers are a no. I'm sorry. I don't think they should. The FDA has not cleared the same medication used to chemically castrate SOs. They have not cleared it for puberty blockers. Just let's be honest about that, okay? And to say that children should be given these types of medications that are given to these SOs, why? No. If the FDA did not clear it for that, then why is this even an argument? All right. Bar federal funds to K through 12 schools that fail to comply with these requirements. It would also establish a private right of action to empower parents to enforce these policies in court. with attorney's fees granted to the prevailing plaintiff. Yes, so we're going to sue you and we're going to get you to pay for our lawyer if you do this. I love this bill and I'm for it all. Yes, give me it. I will vote for it right now. The bill also requires schools to report to the secretaries dispersing federal funds. Example given, Secretary of Education, how they are complying with this act, provide a copy of its policies to parents and post these policies on school websites. Absolutely. I think that's the end of the article. I see these gross, disgusting like advertisements now. So, what do you guys think about that? I happen to support this. And I am really ashamed and saddened that the Democrats are nowhere near this. Why? Show me that you want to protect these kids. Show me that you want to secure a future for these children to where they're not sterile, they're not infertile. They will live a happy, healthy, successful life because schools shouldn't be indoctrination stations. They should be the institutions of education that they were created to be. All right, you guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button as well. That does it for me. I would like to know how you feel about this. Feel free to leave some comments down below, and hopefully we can get more people on board with this. Are you for this law or against it? And I want to know why. Because in order for to tell me that you're against it, you better have a pretty valid argument. And I'm not going to say that I agree with you because I don't. I think I'm for this bill 100%. And if Democrats don't want to touch this, they will still not get my votes. All right, guys, take care. My name is Just Jen. I hope you like this better format. If you did, just let me know down below. All right, guys. See ya. Oh, I have to say something about my Patreons. Thank you guys. And I'm so excited to bring you guys a new bonus content and work with you guys and show you the stuff that can't be shown on YouTube. If you are looking for bonus content and exclusive content that can't be shown on YouTube, join my Patreon. I will link it at the end of the video. Thank you. Love you guys.